首先，我哋第一個請到上嚟嘅嘉賓咧，非常之犀利，佢就係 PONS.ai 嘅創辦人 Kelvin Tang。PONS.ai 咧係一個人工智能驅動嘅 Web 3.0藝術科技公司。而 Kelvin 咧，佢本身亦都對於人工智能非常之咁有興趣，所以自己學埋 JavaScript 啊、Python 啊咁樣做埋 programmer。咁今日創辦人咧就會上嚟同我哋分享一下佢對於呢個 AI 啦同埋 NFT 嘅未來嘅一啲睇法嘅。Now let's welcome Kelvin on stage to share with us his insights on the future of NFT and artificial intelligence. Kelvin, please.
Thank you all for coming out. My name is Kelvin Tang, co-founder and CEO of PONS.ai. And this is our opportunity to tell you more about AI NFTs. I will try to make this talk as layman-friendly as possible, so you know what we're doing with AI NFTs. So let's begin. Yeah, we're PONS.ai. We're basically building an AI-powered creator economy in Web3. That's quite a mouthful, right? So I'm going to unpack all that. So Web3 is an internet that is built on a blockchain powered by true digital ownership and smart contracts. And basically, in a nutshell, creators going forward can tap into a better incentive mechanism with Web3 and NFTs. This is because, for example, if I buy your NFT for $1,000 and the price goes up by 10x, now the NFT is worth $10,000. As the original creator, you get an artist resale royalty of 10%, for example. So this incentive mechanism is much better for creatives, and this is in perpetuity. This is forever recorded. And also, as patrons, now you have true digital ownership as well as authenticity of the artwork. And I'm going to tell you more a little bit about our NFT Club benefits as well. So there are actual utilities, O2O utilities, to connect artists and patrons all around the world. So a bit of our background. So we were incubated by Sequoia Capital China and Hong Kong X Foundation. We are also part of Hong Kong AI Lab, which is fully funded by Alibaba Hong Kong Entrepreneurs Fund. Thank you all so much. What a fantastic team. And also, Sense Time and Hong Kong Science Park. We are also part of the NVIDIA Inception program for AI startups, and we are built on Flow, the most eco-friendly blockchain, and we are currently shortlisted for Animoca Brands and Brings Accelerator program. Right, so AI NFTs, what does that mean? The way we define it is that it is when artificial intelligence meets non-fungible tokens, basically AI-generated unique digital assets. So what are some famous examples? This is a beautiful work by Rafik Anadol, his studio, and it was actually sold for 39 million Hong Kong dollars at Sotheby's last year and was on view at Digital Art Fair. This machine hallucination space metaverse NFT collection was inspired by Rafik's studio collaboration with NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. So 3 AI generative algorithms were used to be trained on 2 million images captured by spacecrafts and satellites, and they rendered and visualized these beautiful visuals as humanity's historical attempts to explore space. And this AI painting was then minted on the Ethereum blockchain. So Rafik and his team are really experts of using data as paint and AI as paintbrush. So how does AI work? I think the most layman-friendly explanation would be you have some inputs, right, data, and then you have a model that's trained, and that it outputs some results, right? Simple as that. But in reality, as you can see, there are so many different steps and technicalities involved along the way. And thankfully, I have my genius CTO, Jay, and fantastic AI engineers from the UK and US to be working on stuff like this. And as being part of Hong Kong AI Lab, actually for this summer, I'm hiring quite a few AI engineers, and they're from Hong Kong as well. So we aim to help incubate more AI talents in Hong Kong. So probably some of you or many of you have already tried our AI NFT solution. A lot of the previous sessions, people have already tried it. It's really fun. So basically, you get to experience owning your first ever AI NFT in your life in about a minute, right? We've made it super easy. So you upload an image of yourself. Our AI model, the Starry Night model, will turn your image into an AI art within 10 seconds. So we custom built some models to be able to achieve that, but that's also very much thanks to Hong Kong AI Lab, GPU usage. It's all for free, right? Thank you all so much. And you can mint it as an NFT immediately. So definitely check it out later. And this technology is called neural style transfer. So essentially, you have a content image, which is like the image that you upload. Then you have a style image. And basically, the content and the style mixes with our AI and outputs an outcome. So we, at PONS.ai, we customize some AI art filter models. And actually, you can try it out on all of our artworks on our platform, all the artwork images. And in the future, we're going to make AI-generated profile pics as an example, really fun for everyone to play with. So for example, you upload an image of yourself, you turn it into Chinese art painting, turn it into ukiyo-style profile picture, or your favorite anime character. But the sky is the limit. I'm going to explain more about the exponential growth of AI NFTs going forward. So hopefully you understand a little bit more about AI. I'm going to explain very quickly what NFTs are. NFTs are basically non-fungible tokens, right? I think a lot of you already know, but basically that means unique digital assets. So NFTs empower creators, as I mentioned before, with resale royalties, authenticity, and also true digital ownership. And so with NFTs, we aim to help all sellers of physical cultural products to tap into a better incentive mechanism within the ownership paradigm of Web3. Everyone has ownership now on Web3, and all the creators can have a resale royalty forever. And if Web3 is the next iteration of the internet, we must focus on sustainability, ESG from day one. We are proudly built on Flow, the most eco-friendly Web3 network in the entire world. In fact, Deloitte Canada has done a research on how much energy it costs to mint an NFT on Flow. You can't see it here, the resolution is too low, but basically, the annual energy usage of Flow is 600 times less than Ethereum and 1,000 times less than Bitcoin. And minting an NFT on Flow takes less energy than a Google search or an Instagram post. It's also one of the most secure and fast blockchains out there. In fact, it took us about a month to build on a Flow blockchain just because they had to audit our architecture and smart contracts. So it's very secure, very annoyingly secure. But you haven't heard of any hacks of the Flow blockchain, unlike some other blockchains that, I'm not going to name names, but you can Google them, right? Because of all of these benefits, in fact, Flow was born out of all the issues with Ethereum back in 2018. And so Flow was born to solve all the issues, and they have been able to acquire big brands like NBA Top Shot, UFC, La Liga, Animoca brands, Warner Music, etc. And actually South China Morning Post in Hong Kong, SCMP. And so they're really targeting a mass market entertainment market, and that is also why we go with it. And actually, minting an NFT on Flow costs $0.00001 US. So it's close to zero gas fees. It's very environmentally friendly. I encourage you to try it out later with the AI NFT. Right, so hopefully you now understand a little bit more about AI and NFTs. I'm going to show you the cutting-edge technology of AI in the field of art tech. This is by OpenAI, DALL-E 2. It is absolutely incredible. Let's take a look.
Have you ever seen a polar bear playing bass? Or a robot painted like a Picasso? Didn't think so. DALL-E 2 is a new AI system from OpenAI that can take simple text descriptions like a koala dunking a basketball and turn them into photorealistic images that have never existed before. DALL-E 2 can also realistically edit and retouch photos. Based on a simple natural language description, it can fill in or replace part of an image with AI-generated imagery that blends seamlessly with the original. It's called inpainting. In January 2021, OpenAI introduced DALL-E, a system that could generate images from text, like this avocado armchair. DALL-E 2 takes the technology even further with higher resolution, greater comprehension, and new capabilities, like inpainting. It can even start with an image as an input and create variations with different angles and styles. DALL-E was created by training a neural network on images
That is just incredible. State-of-the-art, cutting-edge AI technology. This is by NVIDIA. It's called Gauguin 2. Basically, you can draw, and there is a text-to-image model. Let's take a look. This is also by NVIDIA. It's called Instant Neural Radiance Fields, basically turning 2D images into 3D scenes in a matter of seconds. We are proud to be part of the NVIDIA family, for sure. So how can AI actually be involved in the metaverse economy? Let's take a look at what Meta's CEO and founder Mark Zuckerberg says.
I do think the direction on some of the AI advances that is happening to be able to, especially stuff around like style transfer, being able to take a piece of art or express something and say, okay, paint me this photo in the style of Gauguin, or whoever it is that you're interested in. Take this shirt and put it in the style of what I've designed for my expressive avatar. I think that's going to be pretty compelling.
If in the metaverse you have 3 avatars, right? One is a photorealistic version of you, one is a dragon, and one is a cat. And you buy a digital shirt. That shirt should basically fit into your 3D model, so then you don't have to actually buy a shirt for every single one of your avatar. And that technique is called style transfer as well. And so, we at PONS.ai would be looking forward to build stuff like that in the future for the metaverse as well. And that style transfer AI technology, cutting-edge research has been done, by Amazon and SenseTime, basically, transferring one style to the other. And the NFTs are unique digital assets. So going forward, wouldn't it be cool to have everything that you own personalized? And that is only possible with AI en masse. And the way we see it is that PONS.ai, we work in arts and culture and entertainment. Cultural products should also be personalized. So if your favorite movie has a collectible, wouldn't it be cool to have it personalized to you? Let's say this Anita painting, data painting, was created from a still from the Anita movie, and using one of our AI art filters of our artist. And let's say you love a musician, the current album cover is static. Wouldn't it be cool to have your personalized album cover? So that is the future of AI NFTs. The final thing I'd like to talk about is human-AI co-creation. Many of our jobs will be replaced by AI in the future. So many self-driving car companies, and there are so many drivers. In the next 20 to 30 years, for sure, we're going to see mass replacement of drivers. So what are humans going to do? I firmly believe that we must urgently build a new ecosystem on our unique human advantage, creativity, to thrive as a species long term. And at the same time, now we have a better incentive mechanism for creators to have a financially sustainable living. And I'd like to share this quote by Whale Shark. Whale Shark is a mysterious collector of 400,000 NFTs, and he said this on Tatler TV. I really do believe that AI-based art is going to be extremely popular in the future. while at the same time a very strong memento of where we are as humankind at this point in time. All of a sudden, we live in this era where human meets machine, and together, through collaboration, we can make these beautiful masterpieces that reflect that dynamic. And we cannot agree more to that statement. So, new technologies can empower a new era of creatives. In fact, they have always done. Just like the invention of camera has inspired and empowered photographers, camcorders have empowered filmmakers. We at PONS.ai also believe AI can empower the new era of AI creatives. And now with blockchain and NFTs, with a better incentive mechanism in Web3, artists and creators and all kinds of sellers can tap into this resale royalty mechanism with smart contracts, and patrons can have true digital ownership and authenticity. And with that, I believe we are at the beginning of a 21st century global renaissance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kelvin. Look at all the cool stuff you showed us. 係咪好 fancy 啊？頭先見到佢嗰啲技術，我自己都未睇過呢一個 sharing 嘅，所以我都覺得好驚奇。